Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again. Wanted to share a little bit of my history with you. This is the first flyer that I put out stating that I wanted to be President of the United States. I was really poor, can't you see? This is a flyer made on some cardstock paper. And I'll explain to you why I thought this would work. During this time, I had just maybe earlier finished college at Alcorn State University. Had lived in Chicago for several years, worked at the Veterans Administration for about 5 or 6 years, and had a born-again experience. I started seeing things different than I had ever seen them before or understood them in a new light that I had never understood before. And so I decided to turn the Veterans Administration loose and see if I could be more direct in changing the American society, making it and bringing it closer to the dream, the vision that I had. And one of the first hurdles that I had to deal with during this time was my first wife. She thought that the guy she married wanted to obtain the world, the way we know conquering mean. But here I am now speaking about everybody. And this seemed such an impossibility to her, so I had to be out of my mind. So I had to make a choice between my dream and my wife. Well, I chose to stay on the board. And my wife decided that she wanted to leave, which is legit. Don't be mad with her. She didn't marry a man who was going to try to save the world as far as she knew. Had she known, she probably would not have. So don't blame her. Anyway, this is my new family. This is Vera, my lovely wife in the middle. And that's Handsome Eddie back in those days. And that's my first son with this wife. His name is Eddie as well. The thing that I really want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is the message that was happening for me during that time. Let me see if I can get it, because I want you to know that this is not, whatever you hear me talk about now is not new. Let me see if I can bring some into focus some of the stuff. Whoa. Well, it's not focusing too well. But what I would like to do is read it to you. And it says something like this. It says, I don't care who you are or what you're doing. I am here to tell you what you should be doing. Now, we as Americans don't play that stuff. We want to do what we want to do, and nobody dare tell us what we should be doing. But anyway, what did I think you should be doing? I said, you should dedicate your entire being, that you will not rest until every hungry mouth on the face of the earth is fed continuously, until every dying body on the battlefield, city streets, electric chairs, and through abortions, having no need ever to occur, until every pimp, hustler, prostitute, thief, drug dealer, drug abuser, wife beater, mafia leader, gang banger finds it impossible to receive or perceive such practice, until every homeless person has shelter, until the diseased have unlimited, unrestricted health care, until the cries of the people are answered with needs being met, until we can see each of these victims of dissatisfaction wearing the face of our own. You or we are nothing, and the God we serve is even less. I say these things to you because I know deep inside you feel as I do. But I'm not going to wait any longer for it to happen. My God and I are going to make it happen now. Now you can join with this train by what? By guaranteeing that I recover, that I become your next U.S. president as an independent. Do whatever you can to help me or destroy me, but do something. Now, this was sponsored by the Giver of Divinity, which is known as God, here at St. Paul, Minnesota. Eddie Marcus, your next U.S. president, and independent for all. Now, what's on the back of it? On the back it reads, next U.S. president. Your next U.S. president said, victory is yours at the bottom. Now, what does this read? It reads, This is especially for you, the youth of tomorrow. Hello, I need your help to forego this horror that America will face if she doesn't erase this bigotry, hatred, murder, and race that's destroyed the family, the schools, the church, and now God. America says you're a minority and broke. You have no say. The media ignores me for I have nothing to pay. Society says you have no money. How can you help us when you haven't done it? When I talk, they don't listen. When I act, I go to jail. But love is always there to pay the bill. We as a people suffer when we cause these troubles or allow them to exist in others. We must die to the program and live for life. Help me spread the good news of world peace, of prosperity, and good times for all people. Help me to manifest an education system more intimate than apple pie, an employment system more exciting than sex, worship of a God exploding in love toward one another, and your future will be a place where dreams come true. That sounds great to me still. Right there I call on, can I get into that in there? Well, I say, I call on the genius in you to help bring freedom to minds in bondage. Old men dream dreams, young men of visions. Your world is going to be different. This is your time. Perform, you. And I'm Eddie Marcus, an independent for president from St. Paul, Minnesota. You will succeed or I will die. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard what I said, and you can tell just by the money that was spent on this that I had no chance. So you would ask yourself, what kind of wisdom did that reflect when I had no chance? Did I think that possibly I would win something? Truth is, with what I was talking about, I believe that the people in America dreamed like that as well. I believe that they wanted their dreams to come true. And the fact that I was out there saying, here it is, let us come together and do it, I thought they'd grab that information on that paper, check me out, see if I was real, start talking about it, and before you know it, it would be, and we didn't have internet heavy like we do now. But in a week, a month at least, it would be all over the nation. That's what I thought. I didn't know I was in this alone. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but it seemed to me that, well, I had the spirit, I had the vision, and I had my wife and my son. So I guess I had a little company. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Now, what year was this? Let me just see. Well, I don't see I think this was in 1988 or 1984. I'm sure almost that it was 1988, the time when Jesse Jackson was running, and he gave in to Dukakis. But I don't want you to think I stopped, ladies and gentlemen, just because I didn't win. No, I've been out here talking that stuff ever since. This is here a poster, should I say, that I had back in 2004. It said, candidate for U.S. President, write in, Eddie Marcus. Nobody loves like God. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm representing. You got some people out there representing Democrats. You got some people out there representing Republicans. So you got some people out there representing liberal views. You got people out there representing conservative views. But I am out there making sure that God gets represented and that whatever your view is, your needs will be met. Except persecuting and causing pain and suffering to any others. That does not go. And ladies and gentlemen, you have spoken every time I ran that this God, this loving God, this one that somebody has promised you that you can go to heaven and be with after you die if you be quiet. You turn your back on it. I just wanted to share that with you, ladies and gentlemen. And what I want to share with you is that I'm real. And what I'm telling you is real. My life has been committed to it, and I want you to have it, but I will not try to make you. God won't make you. you'll have to make yourself. And you're on the road of making yourself. Bye-bye.